I'm Beth. Welcome to the 10th video in my Lunchtime yoga series. These are a series of all standing yoga videos, no mat required, less than 15 minutes. You can do them during your lunch break, during an office break, anytime you need a quick chance to refresh and revitalize. Today we're going to focus specifically on exercises to help stimulate the vagus nerve, which is one of the cranial nerves in the body that's responsible for various functions, including helping your body to go into a rest mode, a natural relaxation response. So the vagus controls things involved in the area of the throat, in the area of the chest and the stomach. So those are areas we're going to address when we do our movements today. Find a comfortable spot where you have a little bit of room around you. You can be barefoot like me or not. So we're going to start with some simple warm-up movements, and then we're going to add some sounding, because sounding does help to stimulate the vagus. So we're going to start with swimming our arms backward, starting slowly. So I'm reaching toward you, lifting under the armpit and doing a little backstroke here, trying to keep our hips forward as we swim the arms back. I'm going to take a little step toward you to have a little more room behind me. All right, keep swimming the arms, stretching across the chest as you do that. And then we are going to add a little march. So having to coordinate and shift our balance, stimulating our balance reflex. If you wobble, it's totally fine. Keep it at this nice, slow, controllable pace. No need to go faster unless you choose to do that. And you'll see I'm wobbling around a bit. That's fine. Widening the feet a little bit can help with that wobble. Okay, the last thing we're going to add, keep doing this. Let yourself get a little bit energized, a little bit heat starting to build in your body. The last thing is we're going to hum the alphabet. I think most of us know the alphabet. So instead of singing it, you can sing it if you want, but humming actually really stimulates that vagal tone. So take another breath in. Next time we go, one more time this way. Next time we go on your right side, we're going to start. Ready? All right, sorry about my off-tone humming. Take a moment, just notice if you feel anything in the area of your face and chest. Again, the vagal nerve is all connected in that area. Take a natural breath in or two. And then we're going to spread the feet a little bit wider than hip width. We're going to do a few versions of triangle pose. These variations are going to add the eye gaze to them and also open across the chest. So start with turning your right foot out to the right, and I am mirroring you. You can move your left heel a little bit away. Our starting point for triangle pose is like I'm a little teapot. So take your left hand to your left hip, kick that hip out, reach out your spout. Yeah, a little bit of silly, a little bit of humor here. And then start to tip your body toward the right, toward your extended right leg. We're not trying to go way down far. We're trying to keep both sides of the body long. And then whenever you get to wherever feels about your natural maximum point, let your extended right arm drop and support you on your leg. You can place a hand on a chair or a desk if that's there and convenient for you. That's fine too. We're going to reach the top arm up. Take the arm back, so again, opening across the armpit, across the front of the chest, and take our gaze toward the top thumb. So you'll notice a little bit of twist in my neck, twist in my eyes, and then I'm keeping my gaze over toward the top thumb. We'll breathe here for a moment or two. All right. right, then you can let that hand come down, gaze back to front, and come up. We'll do 2 more versions. So legs starting in the same position before we switch to the second side. You can start with that little teapot, reaching your arm out, going down, taking the hand down. This time we're going to bend the top arm into a cactus shape or a half of a goalpost. And then we're going to take the arm a little bit down, so elbow comes towards side body, more toward the back, and you can even reach the hand further back. And then this time we'll turn our gaze down toward our foot. So stretching the neck in the opposite direction, you can let that arm come behind the edge of your torso if that's comfortable for you. So stretching across the front, looking down toward your big toe. And again, we hold for a few breaths, breathing naturally and comfortably here. So nothing strange or different to your breath pattern. And push into your feet to root to rise up tall. Okay, this is our last variation. So let's start in the little teapot, but this time take your arm, bend it down, and place the back of your hand against your hip in your little teapot. So hip goes out, arm reaches forward, hand drops to the leg, just a comfortable support, or to a desk or to a chair. And then take that back arm and slide it a little bit more toward your lower back, to the extent that's comfortable. So maybe I can reach my hand all the way. You can maybe see my fingers wingle on the other side. That's not necessary. Somewhere on your lower back, let the shoulder open, let the elbow open, just like we did in our goalpost version. We're going to look down again, but this time, instead of just looking at your toe, look a little bit more behind your foot, to the pinky toe side of the foot. So a little bit more of a twist on the neck. Again, encourage your shoulder to come back, your elbow to come back. Maybe you can feel more breath coming into your body as you hold. One more full breath in and out. And then begin to unwind, come up, release your arms. You might like to do a little shakeout, or repeat that whole series on the second side. So we'll simply shift our feet. Your left foot now is going to be turned out to the side, and the right heel just shifts a little bit away. So your hips are naturally on a little bit of an angle. Right hand comes to right hip, kick it back, left arm extends, reach, 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 and then lower that arm. Make sure you have a fairly comfortable position where you can hold for a few moments, because you know we are going to hold. Extend the top arm, palm toward me, draw the shoulder blade back so you can start reaching the arm behind you a bit, and then turn your gaze up toward your thumb. And I'm just breathing here. Maybe you can see the breath in my torso if you're looking at me. After next exhale, start to unwind your neck back toward the front. Bring your arm down as you push to rise up. Second version, hand to hip, reach out, send the hip back, and really we're sending the whole pelvis to that side. So my torso stays even over my pelvis. Reach the arm out, let it come down to the thigh, or maybe a desk or a chair. Keep a little micro bend in this left knee, bend the right elbow, open it up again, and then gaze down toward your big toe. Now, of course, if anything does not feel right on your neck, you can keep the gaze looking at me, or don't go as far. Maybe gaze on a diagonal rather than all the way down toward the toe. One more breath. Gaze returns to front. Arm comes down as you come up. All right, our last triangle variation on this side. Hand to hip. Let the pelvis slide back. Reach the arm forward. Reach over the extended leg. soften the arm, and this time we take the back of the hand to the lower back. Remember, you can let it stretch more around if that feels comfortable. We're really trying to open the front of the shoulder by drawing the shoulder blade back, by widening it across the collarbone, across the chest. So widen there, hands down, and then gaze goes not just to your toe, but to the pinky toe side and maybe even a little behind you. So more of a big twist from your neck all the way through the front of your shoulder. You may even feel something down to the outside of your hip. Let's take one more full breath here. And full exhale out. And root down into your feet to rise up tall. All right, this is our last little bit of this practice. One more breath exercise. Again, we'll be doing a little bit of humming. This time you can stand in what we call mountain pose, where your feet are just comfortably under your hips. Arms can be down by your side or any place that you'd like for your arms. Just a comfortable yet alert stance. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, and then as we exhale, I'm going to say 1, but I'll draw it out so it's kind of a 1 sounding in the back of the throat. And we'll do that up until 10. So there's 2 parts to this breath. 1 is the sounding that we make as we breathe out. And then 2 is our exhale is going to be longer than the inhale. We're going to extend that number to encourage a longer exhale. That helps stimulate the body's natural relaxation response. Okay, ready? Take 1 natural breath in and out. And then after the next inhale, I'll start to count on the exhale. Take a breath in. 1. In. 2. In. 3. In. Feel the vibration as you say 4. In. You can do it more softly, like 5. 6. 7. Maybe get a little longer. 8. 9. And big long 10. 10. All right, take a moment to notice any feeling in your face, in your chest, in your whole body. Notice the effects of this practice. So I hope you enjoy this chance to take a break, maybe do a little bit of vagal nerve stimulation. I have some longer vagal yoga practices that you can try, or the whole other office series if you want to do more of that. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day.